Hello, hello, folks of Speed Gaming 2. We are just about ready here on the restream end. We are happy to present the first match of the Metroid Prime 2 Randomizer Tournament for 2024. We are featuring with our first Swiss matchup, Lokir taking on our defending champion, Cestrion. My name is Baja Blood. I'm joined in the booth here by Jay and Drake. How are you doing today, Jay?
The chaos is starting. I'm hyped.
Yeah, me too. So for those who aren't too familiar with the tournament, we are doing something similar to what we did for the previous Solo Prime 1 tournament, where we are featuring a variety of presets. Each of the 6 weeks of Swiss will have a different preset, new challenges for our runners, and when we get into brackets, runners will be selecting their preferred presets to take on their opponents in best of threes. Tell us about the crazy curveball we're throwing at the runners in week 1, Jay?
Oh yeah, so this is standard.
Yeah.
This is literally the standard weekly preset that runners are practiced in. Which means we're starting a main energy controller with Violet as a starting item. And we're going to have main energy controller and the Alpha Splinter as the first checks. And with that, standard elevators, 9 SDKs. Though I promise we will have some interesting preset ideas later on.
As far as runner agreements, we do have a couple today. We are featuring the new patcher. So we will see the randomized puzzles, and we will have second pass layers of a couple rooms in GFMC that make it required to have power bombs or screw attack to get over there. On top of that, the multiplayer pickups have been enabled, so there's a copy of double damage, unlimited beam ammo, and unlimited missiles in the pool. Starting off with a free powerbomb expansion on Olir, on Umos. That's a very nice find. Makes the Splinter fight down below free, and a Hive Temple key hint. You can catch these regions. This is one of those hints that you can sometimes actually make decent use of when you see a red key and you can deduce what kind it is later in the seed, but my memory is never good enough to keep something like that in mind for an hour when it would actually be useful to remember. So. We do have chat helping us out, as well as Drake helping us out on the tracker side as well.
Yeah. So, Lokir and Cestrion are both fairly decent in the game and both have a lot of random knowledge. This is actually going to be one of the, in my hopes, a lot closer matchups for the first week of Swiss. We will be planning to have 6 weeks each with different presets. And at the end of Swiss, the top 8 continue.
Yep, so yeah, as already mentioned, Cestrion was our winner of the previous Solo Echoes tournament and has placed second or better in both of the last CGCs, so definitely an opponent to watch out for. Lokir not been as active in the community recently, but did have a top 8 finish in the 2021 tournament. Let's see if Lokir can get back up to speed. Main power bombs as well. GFMC calls to us.
GFMC or Dynamo? Well, I guess if you already go for Dynamo Chamber, you might as well continue to GFMC.
Red key in the ceiling. Lokir going to take a scan here. That is an Aegon key. Not too surprising. Won't be able to pick that up yet without bombs or space jump. But something to keep in mind. With the warp start, we can get that pretty easily later on. We'll see what direction both the runners tend to go here. I do feel like you're probably supposed to just go and head to the crate. Especially it'd be nice if a missile turns up so we can get Storage Cavern B before leaving here. Curious to see as well what's in the tunnel here. I did not get a look at it on Cestrion's side. Even if even a missile expansion there, I think it's worth doing the trick for. Although you might just get one here too, I suppose. But we do kind of want a missile.
I'm too blessed by
just power bombs everywhere. Okay.
Hey, vanilla PB expansions.
Honestly, the extra power up pretty nice. Not going to need to farm. We can do both comm area and destroy the gate with the 2, not needing to farm.
Lokir is also going for the slope jump to get Taz out of the way.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. So we'll see. Was this a missile or something? Okay, Cestrion does get a missile here, so I'm not going to be punished for skipping this. Okay, having a bit of a trouble. This is definitely a fiddly slope jump here. Some runners prefer an E-dash that you can do, being an extended dash, where you kind of dash into the ground and then immediately dash again. But this little slope jump works here too as well. And we'll see a slope jump here on Cestrion's side as well. If we skip the cutscene of the entering the ship area, this item will respawn in the crate. Not that that's going to do us much good.
Emerald. So the safe station item in Great Temple is logical?
Yes, it is with the power arms as well. So definitely something we want to check out. Emerald also gets us here. We're not going to be able to peek the FTA item without space jump, but we can grab ourselves a nice little hint. Okay. What is this need? Oops, all translators and power bombs. So Amber, 4 rooms away from Cobalt. Those are the
Amazing.
only 2 translators we're missing. Cestrion not choosing to... Does Cestrion really prefer this slope jump to the one on the other side? That's baffling to me. I find this one way harder. Lokir does get the missile from comm area, so hopefully won't be feeling too bad about missing the dash jump, aside from the little bit of time loss. Not that you want to be spotting an opponent like Cestrion time anywhere. But, other thing we haven't mentioned, out of bounds is not allowed unless specifically agreed to by both runners. And in this case, the runners have not agreed to that. Lokir probably wisely not giving Cestrion all the tools in the toolbox. Cestrion definitely up there in terms of skill knowledge and being able to sequence break the heck out of seeds if given the opportunity to use out of bounds. Yeah, Cestrion having some trouble here. Gonna go for this slope jump on the other side, which I do find a bit easier. There we go. Nicely done. Oh, look, you're going for the cannon. Barely seen little cannon here. The vanilla method. Get up to the door here. Now look here, I don't think scanned the hints, so is missing that information about the amber and the cobalt.
They probably want to like catch up some time after doing the slope jump.
Mm-hmm.
And given that it's amber and cobalt so close to each other, with amber usually not being that late, it might not really punish them.
You're looking for a missile here. Oh, yep. That is not a cutscene. And we didn't missile the thing. Bonk. Just another missile below the save station in TAA.
That's odd.
So yeah, I guess just no choice but I mean, I guess, yeah, something is in the... No, we have Hive Chamber B and the elevator still left to us. But we're still looking for an item to climb Main Plaza logically, so really not much available to us in logic right now.
I'm also kind of debating why the game gave us Emerald that early.
I mean, it can just give you Emerald for the save station and then not put something in the save station. Like, that kind of stuff happens with some frequency. Brock calling Underground Tunnel. That is often a safe bet. We'll get our sequence break look at Storage Cavern B, our first E-Tank. We are always happy to have that, particularly before the first Aegon loop here. Now Cestrion's turn. Interested in this Temple Assembly set item, which I honestly still haven't seen. And after all this, Lokir just one piece of information behind Cestrion here, but otherwise has kept pace in the first 8 minutes here.
Depending on how long Cestrion will actually take to succeed in the slope jump, Lokir might even be able to like catch some seconds ahead here.
Ah, there we go.
There we go.
I have no idea, Zeno. We will find out. Oh, that's a dark beam.
dark
Yeah,
beam.
that's pretty good. I can see why Lokir wanted that. See, honestly, I think Lokir, you're supposed to go for this again, even with the spec struggles earlier. And yep, Lokir agrees, is going to give this another go. We definitely would like a dark beam to take a dark beam into Aegon. It doesn't really do anything for us here in Temple Grounds, so having to come back here to get it later means we're kind of out of position in terms of like proximity to any checks that dark beam unlocks. So much better to get it now, and hopefully be able to just kind of stay in Aegon for a while, especially with us having done the out of the Temple Grounds area already. Now that does result in you isolating the GFMC ship, which has never punished anyone ever, but sometimes, you know, you're just not going to be able to get to every check quickly.
That should be a slope jump. Oh, nice boost. Boost?
Interesting.
Bruh, can I get in on that underground tunnel bed?
I've seen the... It almost might be that power bombs were placed later. And like... No, that's a lie. That's a lie, because power bombs were for that. I'm being silly. I've seen like boost emerald being given right at the start for the save station item. But yeah, that doesn't make sense in this seed because we needed an explosive to get the boost.
A cursed lake is a key.
Oh baby. That is one of the less fun seeker skips in my opinion. If that does end up being, there's our launcher. Bishop in Aegon. You like to see that? And yeah, as Chet pointing out, given that we know where the hive keys are, we can deduce that it is not one of the 3 hive keys, which does make it quite a bit more likely that that is indeed a Sky Temple key. I feel like I usually don't see Aegon keys that buried. Torvis is still somewhat reasonable as well, though. If we saw Mining Plaza so far... Wow, the sink here! Oh my gosh! Look, you're doing a good job here, honestly. I'm impressed with the keeping up here with Cestrion so far.
Mining Plaza also is a you could say returned threat. Given that a lot of players were able to do the SAU and steal the item from out of bounds, but now it actually requires you to take the energy from a Morbus and like requires X. Oh, and there's Amber.
There's Amber.
So 4 rooms away from MS. 4 rooms away from Mining Station Access. What could that be?
Oh, probably quite a few things.
I mean, if it really wants to be, wait, could it? 1, 2. No, it can't. I was about to say it could be like mining
Mine
station.
shaft, Sand Canyon.
Central mining station?
I think that's too close.
Is it MSA? Mining station access? Yeah, but it could be. No, could I? No.
Actually, it's not towards labs because yeah, 4 rooms away is whatever the light version of double path is. I don't know, command center access probably. A student sank. That's probably sank entrance. That's like definitely sank entrance suit. With emerald and boost already, I am putting my dollar on suit in sank entrance.
Also nice free SJ. Oh, you know what? It could also just be. Could it just be Emerald in Aegon Energy? Or is that like two? No, that's I think that's 1 room away.
No, yeah, the energy controller's 4 away. So yeah. Wow, Lightbeam loves being here. I think I remember seeing this is statistically the most likely room for Lightbeam to be in from the 5,000 or whatever seeds Bash rolled.
Yep, it is a classic. Loki, you're going ahead to open up the labs access. I like
guess
this play a lot, especially before going to bomb guarding, because there might be like it isn't that vague to say there's a lot of seats where you want to route into labs, and then getting out of labs again if you don't open that gate can be quite finicky.
Yeah, with light and dark beam in hand, like playing labs backwards here does not seem unreasonable to me at all. And then yeah, if you do end up finding a bunch of stuff and you want to like maybe route like out the front of labs towards transport center or something like that, then having the gate down will definitely be nice. Cestrion not gonna opt there unless we're just farming PBs first. This is a great spot to farm PBs. Just shoot a missile before you get the lock on. The auto aim will kind of put it on target for you, and then you'll get like usually 2 or 3 PBs if you have none. Oh, I did miss that. Seekers in cache 1. So yeah, sister. Okay, well, that is underground tunneling logic.
Well, do we have missile launcher? Yeah, right.
Yeah, we do have a launcher. Launcher was in the elevator to Aegon. But yeah, I don't hate just grabbing the Seekers and going to Torvis. I am a Torvis enjoyer. We're definitely suffering a little bit for the lack of bombs. But bombs could easily be in Torvis somewhere. Yeah, Lokir opting for the Dark Beam strat does get a stun lock, which basically is a guaranteed 1 cycle, but it is a very slow 1 cycle relative to the... It's like slower than the 2 cycle. But yeah, if you're not super, if you don't know the sequence of shots you need to do and the precise amount of damage, or you don't have a great feel for when to release the fully charged shot, then better to get a guaranteed 2 cycle or like a slow 1 cycle than potentially this fight spiraling. Just trying to do a nice dash here. This dash is hard.
Lokir is going for reverse laps.
Yeah.
This is an interesting routing diversion because Cestrion's going front-wise.
Yeah, Lokir really wants to farm a power bomb here. All right.
Hello, Annihilator.
Yep, no reason to pick that up now. Picking up that item reloads the room. Reloading the room after the Dark Samus fight gets you visibility, or gets you into the second layer, which will let you check the other item. So just PD it, grab the item later. Is that bombs in Command Center?
I think so, but also Baha.
Yeah.
We know that a Kobold is somewhat early, is going to be somewhat early, and now we also have all beams. 16 minutes in.
That is true. World is our oyster. We are lacking supers to go get our hints, which would be quite nice. And we have an STK in, oh boy. Oh, okay, well that makes it easy. Free screw attack in storage B for Cestrion. Oh, look, you're going for the roll jump? Oh, that was a good effort. Got the roll jump, just unfortunately bonked his head. This strat is not terribly fun. But actually, fortunately for Lokir, not going to keep bashing his head against that. Should just be able to come back here after grabbing the screw attack. Get that, no problem. Dark Oasis Morph Ball related. That's dead. Because Bomb Guardian requires Spider and bombs. So that will just be a PB expansion. Or I guess at best Cannonball. Yeah, could be Cannonball.
I mean, at best, I would not say. Like, people like Cannon.
I mean, yeah. Cannonball's good, but I don't think it's worth Powerbomb Guardian fight into the Dark Oasis check. Unless you're really desperate for...
What is Cestrion doing here? Like, are we just going to check the...
Yeah, bombs in Command Center. Both runners going to have that in just a moment here. Oh, Cestrion did have interest in this? What is this? Are we just checking the hint, maybe? Screw attack was in storage B in Aegon.
Related, but we already know that that's going to be dead.
This boost will start to be a bit of an advantage for Cestrion. Cestrion could opt to go straight to underground tunnel after grabbing these Seekers. Lokir could as well, like we could use Screw Attack to climb Transport Center and get there anyways. But Lokir will not know that it's in logic, whereas Cestrion will. Cestrion heads straight for these Seekers. It was definitely appreciated to avoid needing to do the Shrine Access Seeker skip, as well as potentially the Pod W one. Look, you're hitting the bioenergy. I don't know that Cestrion made it here. Did Cestrion check this?
No. Cestrion made it. And Cestrion got screw tech and then immediately turned around after going down.
Just unfortunately, a beam ammo expansion there for Lokir. That is true, Kirby fan. Yeah, Incash 2 already in logic, which is kind of wild.
Oh god.
Yeah, Cestrion unfortunately... Well, Cestrion's routing Dark Labs into Dark Samus fight. Cestrion doesn't actually have the Annihilator yet.
Yeah, but it's practically impossible for Cestrion to hot dog at that point.
It's actually kind of wild how different these labs routes are. Like, complete opposite orders of... Or not even opposite, but just, like, weirdly different... Like, I don't think either approach is wrong. It's just, like, the order that they've happened to go through things is very different.
Do we know if Lokir actually got the hint for Seekers?
Yes, I'm pretty sure. In terms of troublesome items, Dark Visor likely to be required and can be just about anywhere. That is always a tricky one to track down, if not hinted. Luckily, we have, presumably, access to all our translators. Have not been able to track down this Cobalt yet, but we do now have access to Mineshaft and Sand Canyon, which are both good options.
Breath Boost in here can also like be a funny one, especially with out of bounds ban. Breath Boost actually is required for a couple of checks again.
This is true. There's the Annihilator for Cestrion. Kind of an annoying time to find that, because yeah, now it's really, really slow to go get Incash 2. Could route it into like a save warp if we're done in Aegon. But, eh. Yeah, not really great options. I love the BSJ strat here to get to Sand Canyon and Vent Area A. I actually really like. We'll see if Cestrion goes for this. It's a relatively difficult BSJ into a Screw Attack bonk to climb this without Spider. Are we gonna see it? Looks like a no. Oh, maybe we're just doing... Oh, sand processing we've not done first, so... And actually, Cestrion might take this all the way to Bioenergy, given that we haven't seen that on Cestrion's side yet.
Yeah.
That's true. Chet pointing out, Cobalt not necessarily that urgent, because we're probably not going to Sank next. But with as much of Aegon as we've cleared, we might not want to come back here for quite a while. So we can grab everything we know is here and just bail. That'd be pretty nice.
If Cestrion does the Screw Attack bounce play and Cobalt is in, like, I don't know, Sand Canyon or Vent Area A. No, it can't be Vent Area, but it could be Sand Canyon or Mineshaft.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't dislike a quick dip into Hall of Comet Mastery and Hazen Cliff. I honestly think that would be really good to, like, still have, like, through our routing and having the hints available.
And yeah, we'll have to see when Lokir does make the play back into Temple Grounds, or at least the Hive Chambers. Cestrion a little less likely, perhaps, to head back to Dark Missile Trooper, given that Hive Chamber B is already done. So that's an opportunity for Lokir to find something interesting there. But I am definitely thinking Torvis if I am Cestrion here.
Okay.
But I'm always thinking. I mean, I like the Mineshaft cleanup is good. Like I want to find the Cobalt. So Sand Canyon, the Mineshaft, Mining Station B, get that hint. All that stuff seems good. Big energy pro hint.
Also Lokir, even though we check and cache to right now, Lokir has not lost time nor gained an advantage. It was an SDK.
I would call that an advantage. This is a really slow check to come back to for Cestrion. Like if there's nothing else in Dark Aegon, this is actually really nice for Lokir. Now, if like something's in Feeding Pit or something, then that kind of nullifies some of this advantage. But no, as it stands, it's a good find for Lokir. Lokir does need to grab that one on a main reactor, actually, for it to be as strong of an advantage. Otherwise, Lokir will have to come back to labs as well. But with Screw Attack, should be able to pick that up.
Both of the runners will be happy to enjoy the in-cache 1 layers in Aegon. Beautiful flying pirates.
I guess it's not crazy to think that. Oh no.
Cobalt?
Never mind.
Cobalt.
Oh, there it is. All right.
I feel like Mineshaft is always very stacked. Like, if you get Dark too early, Mineshaft has like super high chance to be a major.
With Seekers, we can freely head down here, and we can do all the checks and get the hint, which is nice. Yeah, we do have the Seekers, so no need for any shenanigans for the rest of the scene, which is nice. No help from the hint at Mining Station B. One of our joke hints. One more of those in the pool. Second E-Tank, not bad. Yeah, Seekers were just too early. It's stronger when it's like a later game hint, I feel like. Yeah, Lokir is gonna make the play with the Screw Attack. Can much more easily get this. Let's see, that's quite low though. Yeah, a little too low. Yeah, those pill bugs can be really nasty in Mineshaft. I have a vendetta against the ones in Materia A because they refuse to give me power bombs as of late. I don't understand why, but I just cannot hit those 80% drops anymore.
So Aegon Energy was a Dark Temple key hint. I was not able to catch which one. Cestrion was too fast.
Yeah, that's Dark Missile Trooper. Although we do actually have a Hall of Honor dead in Logic. Look, you're having still a bit of trouble even with the Screw Attack strat. You do need to control your height pretty well as like kind of knowing the distance. You know, the farther away you are from the hole when you initiate your Screw Attack is going to have a pretty big impact on the actual amount of height you have. Oh, that was lucky, but we'll take it.
Another E-Tank. So they're getting a lot of early game.
So we are going to take a look.
Oh, you know what also
treasure.
makes this Sank play a lot more valuable? We have info about a suit in Sank, so it might also just be in Spider's treasure.
My money is still very much on suit in Sank entrance, but I've been wrong before. Yeah, only check in logic here is going to be Hazing Cliff. But we do get 2 visual checks in Cooling Chamber and Hall of Combat Mastery, and we do get 1 Cobalt Hint here as well. All in all, pretty productive little tour here, even if some of these items aren't accessible. Just Missile and Hall of Combat Mastery. And every Torvis key in Sky Temple Grounds.
Sky Temple Grounds.
All right, well, that might change the calculus on whether Cursed Lake is required. I'm gonna lean no on that one now. True, yeah. Yeah, all we need is a required checkout, and then suddenly... Oh, hello.
Hello, Dark Visor.
That is excellent knowledge for Cestrion.
Yeah, that's really good info. But yeah, thinking about, oh god, the possibilities with 3 keys. And so we know one of them is going to be a Cursed Lake, I'm pretty sure, with the keybearer saying that it's a key in a Cursed Lake. I don't think any of the runners has scanned the Ing Reliquary keybearer. But Ing Reliquary could be really bad considering light suited.
Set of virgins here. Lokir not going to clean up the Aegon Temple area and is going to take the lead into the early Dark Aegon loop as a result. Also up the STK, but down the boost and the Cobalt that Cestrion has picked up.
Also, we got the info that Amorbus is dead.
That is good news.
Has a missile expansion.
Grab a power bomb here for... Actually, no, we've already checked the sink, haven't we? We do have some speed readers in the Echoes community. Hall of Combat Master, I think, was the every Chika key is in Sky Temple Grounds.
Yes.
In Crossroads, that's kind of nice news for Book here without the boost ball in hand. But Cestrion is making up time in every room, even if boost ball hasn't come into play much logically yet. It does certainly help you move faster through a lot of the rooms in this game. Quite a valuable item. Where was indeed a missile.
That's an interesting fast thread, actually.
Yep. Yeah, it's my preferred thread, especially if you have the two power bombs.
Yeah, 2 power bombs and you have enough time to squeeze in the hint. That seems really fast.
Yeah, even with only 1 power bomb, I still like laying it and scanning the hint. It's just then you have to kind of awkwardly find the power bomb that they dropped while you're fighting the Dark Pirates. Yeah. Alright, nothing spider locked here. It's not so much that it's awkward, it makes me start to question whether it was actually faster to scan the hint versus like have the drop in hand to immediately be able to powerbomb the pirates and then scan the hint while you're climbing the ramp. Like at that point, I don't know if it was faster anymore. If you didn't have a second power bomb. But I'm lazy about timing things, so I have no idea. It does bite on the extra missile in broom closet. We'll have to wait for the room to reload, although it does give us a second or two to regain a hit point or two. We are often at low health in this little segment of Aegon here, but with the safe zone so tightly packed, we can usually navigate through there. It's always a bit of a bit of a bold move there. I appreciate it.
Just slipped down.
I think Lokir would have lived even if he had missed the roll shot, but kind of close.
Cestrion also, even here, getting a good advantage out of that boost ball, simply making it faster through the light bulbs.
Yeah, I mean, Cestrion going to be catching up to Lokir's position and is ahead, 2 majors and a very potentially critical piece of information about the Dark Visor. Lokir could always get bailed out by a hint. Never know. I also cannot tell you how many hits Jump Guardian takes. For some reason, despite how much of this game I've played, I fight Jump Guardian on feel. It's just when I think it's been enough, I stop shooting. Grounds Torvis Quadrant. I'm gonna guess it's in Gathering Hall. Alright, so we're definitely checking Transport Center on both runner sides here, and then the question is what next? From Lokir's end, I kind of like the play into the Hive Chambers, and then once we get the boost ball, I might just take that to the front of Torvis, knowing that, I don't know, maybe not. Without supers, you are kind of incentivized to take this elevator, if you have all the goodies that come this way. It's a bit tricky. Oh, are we going straight there? No, we're going somewhere else. Maybe this is the Aegon Temple cleanup? We'll see as well on Cestrion's side. I would be kind of shocked if this isn't a Torvis play, but maybe I'm biased. We are in the awkward position of, if we go to Torvis, we need to cut through the bottom of Torvis Temple, which is always a little bit of a crash risk. We'll see if I wouldn't hate making a save here on Cestrion. I don't know if we've saved yet on either runner's side.
If I remember correctly, New Patcher would take care of that crash, though. Like, that shouldn't crash in more New Patcher.
That's news to me, but I could believe it. I do remember some talk about removing objects from Torvis Temple, but I thought it wasn't necessarily enough to make it completely safe.
I at least have in all of the last months where I played with New Patcher and not crashed once.
I have to look into that, see if maybe I'm being a little overcautious now. Yeah, I'm definitely also trying to be cautious with the amount of extra things that I am adding, not shooting a bunch, that kind of stuff. Excuse me.
Yeah.
All right, Seeker Missers. Hey, easy every time. And so, yeah, I do love taking the boost into Torvis here. We can clear a lot of this. We get pretty quick. We get a bunch of hints here. And like once you've cleared Aegon, this is one of the denser areas in the game. Almost every single room up here has a check. Pretty nice. And we can do pretty much all of them. Yeah, 0 for 2 on Underground Tunnel, both the check and the hint. Not it today. Oh, that could be fun. Keep some stats. I know. There are definitely some tournaments where folks do kind of keep stats on those kind of things.
Yeah. Also, Ra unfortunately losing the bet with Underground Tunnel.
That was a shiny thing. No. Okay. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought maybe that was grapple. I thought I saw the blue glowy. Oh, maybe ETM. Yeah.
Wait, so we have both Jokins already out, right?
Yes, that's right.
Good. So the rest of the hints will be good, right?
Yeah, probably, honestly. It's actually kind of nice to get, in my opinion, when you get some of the key and boss hints early. Because the earliest game hints I find to generally be not as useful, because you're going to find the early game progression anyway, just because you're so limited. But if those slots get taken up by the required hints, then that means that your mid-game and late-game hints are more freed up. You get more of them, and hopefully get pointed to the things that can be anywhere. This is definitely a seed where I'd be pretty aggressively pushing translator hints, trying to find some info about supers. As soon as I get supers, get my hints, and then push hints if I need to again, if I'm still not in go mode after supers.
Well, Spider puts Sank entrance into logic. And also gives us, and Spider also puts the rest of Sank front-wise into logic, so you might also want to take an eye out for that.
Yeah, as Captain in chat points out, no out of bounds actually does impact Upper Torvis routing a lot. Cashbeat Chasm, so the wall crawl from Upper Dark Torvis to Lower Dark Torvis is a really popular routing option. Even just when you're routing through Dark World, popping out in Portal Chamber and doing the quick one room out of bounds to get back without having to go all the way back to Forgotten Bridge is really nice. Oh, we're playing for... Ooh, I love this. Let's try going for the spiderless climb of Torvis Plaza. This is not easy. Unless you're Cestrion. Nicely done. What do we get?
A B memo.
Supers!
Oh, no, supers!
Oh, Cestrion, happy about that. Some happiness shot.
Happy pilot.
Who's ever heard of shooting happiness shots in Echoes?
Holy
the game of
moly.
suffering. That is massive. Absolutely massive. Cestrion quite plausibly is in Spider Ball for Go mode. Given that Spider also gives us our Dark Visor. And we have, at worst case, we have some intel on where to get a suit.
And we also know that Spider can't be on Chica, because Dark Visor is Spider locked.
Yeah, and knowing that supers are Spider locked, so like it can't be behind supers or Dark Visor, which are a decent number of checks when you put them together.
Yeah. That's actually huge knowledge.
Yeah. Good play there from Cestrion. The thoroughness paying off.
That is like an insane find just for one.
I honestly wouldn't even be doing these checks. I would just leave, but I don't hate these checks either. He can do this, get the hint, and then go out the front of Torvis afterwards. Yeah, where can Spider be? Because yes, without Spider, we're fairly limited in Sank. Especially, yeah, and Dark Visor. So Dark Visor locked behind Spider means it's like never in Upper Sank. Yeah, it cannot be an Upper Sank. We have no access to Sank from the front. We have no access to Sank from Torvis because no supers, and we have no access to Sank here because no Spider and no Seekers plus Dark Visor.
Yeah, so Spider is just straight up impossible to be in Stang, which is
it's
like our
also
highest check dense area right now.
Yep,
so
it's never lower Torvis.
Hitting Dark Torvis right now might be a good option.
Yeah, Upper Dark, quite likely. We have some odds and ends in Temple Grounds. So we have Hall of Honor Dead, we have Dark Missile Trooper. We have the Wind Chamber. Yes, we do.
Oh!
Well, what was that hit?
Dark Suit, or a progressive suit, is on Boost Guardian. So we know about both suits.
And we have Spider. Oh, no, sorry. I thought we got a hint for Spider from the reading chat, but I think it's just because there's so little places left. I don't think so, Nai, because we also don't have supers available to us. Supers are also Spider locked.
And speaking of Echo, hello!
Hello, Echo.
How lovely.
Well, look here, have you practiced your strat here?
It's the one strat I still it's the one strat I refuse to try because I feel like for me personally it's like, oh, okay, Cestrion also is getting an Echo hit. That's quite convenient for Cestrion actually. I think besides of Spider and Graph Boost, that just all mages know to Cestrion right now.
Yeah.
Well, now it's all mages with Sunburst being there.
Yeah, it is interesting, like the getting forced to learn some of the different instant more strats rather than the screw attack strats. I struggle with like Hall of Honor Dead Escape because I always just use screw attack if I have it.
So we know Spider could also not be anywhere hints related. Like or anything, it's also super slow.
And even like Sky Temple Grounds, like 3 out of there's not that many checks there, and 3 of them are Torvis keys.
It seems like Cestrion is going for retransit in him, so hoping, I would assume they're hoping for the Spider Ball.
I would just get SDK hints here as well. Figure out what you need to route in as you're looking for Spider, and also see if you need, for example, that Echo that just got hinted, and or the Gravity, which would be the big wild card here. Lokir, I think not getting quite far enough out to the right. And also maybe not going quite far enough forwards. That's a good hint for Lokir, when Lokir makes his way there.
Well, not really. Because we need to, like, go through the Superdome. Or I guess you could take the portal.
Yeah, we can take the portal. It won't be logical without the suit, but with screw attack, it's pretty easy to get up to the portal without taking too much damage. And Spider in Venom's Pond. Oh my gosh. We are cruising. So Cestrion gonna find out momentarily if we are already in go mode at the sub 50 mark, which would be quite nice.
Cestrion take pivot safe.
I forget.
Because with that Spider Ball, that will come into handy.
Yeah, that would be a nice save. I think Cestrion made that save? Look, you're still having some trouble with this. I do get going for this. We don't have boost or Spider, so like if we don't get this now, we are leaving it far, far behind. Yeah, that is also true. Yeah, if Lokir plays Torvis at some point, like should conceivably stumble into Spider in time to be able to pick up supers while still there.
Yeah.
I just fear that Sank is not going to be the answer.
I think Lokir wants to go for the suit that was hinted inside. And that was the original idea for pushing here?
Yeah, could be.
So what do we have? Hydro chamber storage.
Nice. Oh!
TTS.
Alright. This ain't
Final
over
shrine,
yet.
that's nice. Under temple. Incash 2. We've seen that one already. TTE. Dark Torpus
Oh my
Temple!
god! Alright, that is about worst case scenario. Wow.
I am sorry.
And like, Profane Path is in Sky Temple grounds. There's not many other places the Chica keys can be. I think we need Echo and Annihilator too.
And potentially Light Suit.
Yeah. And like, yeah, we just saw Defiled Shrine has taken away one of the options for us. We do pretty much know now that Accursed Lake is one of the keys. Where can they be that's good? I guess Pod W and Phazon Grounds would be free. Yeah, so maybe we escape the worst case scenario of needing even more items.
Well, even then, we probably will need Light Suit or Cannonball. And since Cannonball isn't easy to get anymore, we will need Light Suit.
It's true, yeah, without the option of Out of Bounds. No way to get ourselves Cannonball, but finding the pickup.
I just love how the seed heard you trash talk about like, oh, this might be a 50-minute finish. Or like a 50-minute go mode. And the seed just 180'd. Oh god.
Yeah, I think Lokir has not played New Patcher before, so I think he's learning on the fly the sort of algorithms for solving main gyro puzzle. This
Yeah, I think
the first like 6 times I did this, I felt like such an idiot because like it feels like this should be trivially easy, but it's also very easy in a race environment to like not do it correctly.
Definitely not me, my first new patches seed using the vanilla combo and being completely confused. Just having those muscle memories. But oh, also, this means we need one item we have no knowledge about whatsoever. We have no idea where the hell the backpack is.
It's true. Yep, Grab Suit is going to be required to get to the Transit Tunnel items. Logically required for the blog fight as well. We still have so many hints available to us, though. Like I think just kind of route in your SDKs, route in your hints, and do the kind of on the way things. And you probably end up okay. Now, maybe in Cestrion's position, if you're feeling like a pretty strong favorite in the race, you can be a little more thorough. Try not to let your opponent spike the answer. But yeah, this definitely feels like, especially with how many of the hints are not the guaranteed hints anymore, hints feel really strong to me this seed.
Yeah. Also, we will be getting Dark Suit here and Spider-Ball. Question is just, if it's not on Boost Guardian, do we do Boost Guardian in this position? Like, we have the PBs, we could get it done fast, and I think it would be more helpful to leave it back.
I agree. Yeah, this to me counts as on the way. It's quick enough. Just do it. And we're going to have no choice anyways. These are unlimited missiles, though. Nice little pickup. And the Cobalt hint for Lokir. Is this going to be useful? Okay. That's a good hint for Lokir. That is a really cursed place for a boost ball that was available forever.
Wait, was boost ball on O'Lear hinted?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
So maybe boost was actually secretly late in the logic chain? Just happened to be placed somewhere free? Who knows? Or maybe it was unhinted and that was like a fill-in hint at the end. Otherwise, that's kind of a weird hint. Looks like we do not have Echo on Lokir's side. Must have decided it was not worth the trouble going for that rather difficult instant morph strat.
Yeah, I can honestly, I can see that.
We're going to take a peek at Vault. I'm not going to be getting this without our boost ball, which we now know is not here. But nevertheless, still good to have this information. See if you'll need to come back.
A backpack. I was not able to see what item that was at all.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. There's that spider ball for Cestrion.
So, statistically speaking, we know that a cursed lake is a key. It's most likely gonna be one of the 3 checker keys, right?
Yes. It maybe has to be.
Does it?
I don't remember if any of the other... Yeah, I don't remember if... I don't think the other keys were... we got the Inghive key hint was immediately, which is why I don't remember it anymore, because it was an hour ago.
No, yeah, it has to be a checker key. The Inghive keys are in Aegon, Inghive, and Sanctuary.
Gravon Mining Plaza would be a bit of a meme. I have to imagine the racers have seen Mining Plaza. It's just really hard to make out on the restream side. Yeah, honestly, if I'm Cestrion here, I think I'm just grabbing the three hints in lower torso. Nice simultaneous portal. That's awesome.
Wow. It's like frame perfect even. Amazing.
But yeah, I feel like I would just grab the 3 ammo instead of the left and go play Sank. We know we can't do everything in lower Torvus right now anyways. Not many of these checks can even be gravity. That's not really true, I guess. All the checks that can't be gravity we already knew were SDKs, so... Oh, no watch station here for Lokir. That's a bit unfortunate. Maybe planning to go back there later? What are we doing? Are we... No. No, okay, right. We don't even have boost. This is just... What is this? We're going back for Echo?
I think so, yeah. Or we just leave back towards Aegon.
This might be Lokir just kind of throwing a Hail Mary here. Walking back to Aegon feels pretty bad to me here. I feel like you'd be better off just save warping and going somewhere else.
Oh no, Cestrion.
1 second, we'll get the audio switched. Tracker wants to load for me.
I'm on it.
Down in lower Torvus. Yep, look, you're back here. Gonna play for this Echo. So these are close. Is that just grab right there? No shot.
Yeah, it is. It's graph boost in Hydro Dynamo.
All right, well that's go mode. Yeah, still in awful go mode. We need to do Chika. We have none of the Chika keys yet. Possible it's not a logical go mode given the lack of light suit, but I think dark suit and the amount of E Cestrion has means that Reliquary is still reasonable. Screw attack definitely helps as well in terms of keeping the damage down. You don't take increased damage from the ink storm while you are screw attacking. That's true. The other suit is hinted for Cestrion as well, although clearly it's somewhat buried, unless it's. I'm still calling it on Sank entrance. Yeah, lots of SDKs to pick up here on Cestrion's end. Were there any in Sank? No. Cestrion does have to make the somewhat awkward playback into Aegon at some point to get in cash 2. But otherwise, the only reason we need to do anything in Aegon anymore is grabbing Incash 2, then heading into Spider's Treasure again to grab our Dark Visor. We will need for a Defiled Shrine, as well as a Curse like Chikaki. Yeah, so I think I like grabbing all the keys out of Lower Tarvis here. Could even just take the elevator up to Aegon at that point. Head into Dark World, head straight for Incash 2, and then Spider's Treasure after that. Seems pretty reasonable to me. Save Warp, not a bad play either. This trick really not cooperating with Lokir tonight. Unfortunate. I think that's a little bit of a glow there. Might be able to skip. Yeah, we can skip Powerbomb Guardian, which is always a nice little treat. Defiled Shrine is the Incash that is just before the entrance to Sky Temple. So the dark version of Landing Site. Left for Lokir and Sank, and yeah, unfortunately, we do give up again on the Dynamo Chamber or the Dynamo Works tunnel. Won't be able to take a look at either Sentinel's Path or Main Gyro. Although at this point, we know there's nothing there. Cestrion has found. Well, no, it could be the suit, I suppose. But we've seen pretty much everything else of value in the seed. There's our Cannonball, I think, in Gathering Hall. That's not crazy to go pick up. It looks like Cestrion's interested in it. Yeah. It'll help us with Reliquary. It'll help us with Chica.
I was about to say, with Chica being required and Reliquary being a very possible, like, threat to have a Chica key, I'd also pick this up, even if it's a bit slow.
Lokir gets the early good news of one of the SDKs. Sure is thrilled about that information.
How can it be that Chica is like the most required boss out of the 3 to have an SDK? Like, I feel like if any of the bosses if any of the 3 major guardians has an SDK, why is it Chica at 70%?
Sure. Quad maybe just too many requirements. Some orbits too early, but beats me. Alright, let's try and quit out at some point. Not sure why we would need to have done that.
No, this is not a quit-out. There's some issues.
Oh, I see, I see. Oh, wow. Okay, yep, that's a buffer. So with the sag loop complete on Lokir's side, looks like we're potentially angling back into Aegon here. No, save warp. But we do gotta fight our friend Quentin. And he goes. Now we will permanently have access to this. If you're not aware, you can skip this fight with the quad, but if you do so, you will never be able to access the save station again. So do be warned, if you're trying to save time, you might get punished for it later if you're ever in need of this as a save warp location. So where next for Lokir? Maybe just chase this boost ball.
Oh yeah, getting boost, and then underground tunnel comes into logic with that boost ball.
Mm-hmm. I think this way, that's interesting. Yeah, it could just be a play into the front of Torvis, although that will mean we get there without boost. Hasn't gotten SDK hints, but can't get SDK hints. Yeah, no supers.
So, bad news about the suit. I'm pretty sure Lokir has full cleared all of the available checks without Echo, so we will also need Echo anyway for the suit.
I mean, we don't know that light suit's required. In fact, it's probably like it might not even be logically required, and it's almost certainly not truly required.
Yeah, I guess that's well, okay, yeah, with Cannonball and Gathering Hall.
That's an excellent hit for Lokir too. Will direct us towards. Okay, so yeah, Lokir will get the boost. Now knows where Spider is, and Spider leads us to. As long as we go back to Torvis from the front and get the other hint, that will lead us to supers. So all that together would put Lokir on track. Fortunately, Cestrion probably has built too much of a lead at this point in a pretty commanding position, with that grab boost being not too much of a troll for us tonight. Hopefully this will be the drop down into the hive chambers, which will net us the boost ball. Like, you're not going to feel good about realizing boost ball was like here in like sphere 1 all along, but that be how rando be sometimes. Curious to see how far. I really want to know which which of these checks in Sky Temple grounds are required.
I have
If we,
Cestrion stream up on the other side.
Okay.
Cestrion got the instant morph, I think, on the first try.
For
So
Echo?
we have, yeah,
We're
we
up
have
in
Echo.
Sank. Why are we in Sank? Is that I'm worried about Profane Path, maybe?
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I would also probably be. And also, we want Dark
I
Side,
disagree. I would look for the key and be forced to go get Echo when I learn that it's required.
Yeah, but we know a Cursed Lake is a key, so we need a Dark Visor anyway.
I
And picking up
guess.
Echo if it's on the way.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, Jay, I think is tuned into Cestrion. I guess I should probably pull Cestrion's stream up too. Huh? Could be at least mildly informed. Well, we're getting closer. Over Torvis already.
Yep. The progress.
Yeah, no, it seems fine. Although, was the Echo directly hinted in Dynamoworks?
Yes.
I missed what exactly. Okay, that's pretty reasonable then. I don't mind that little bit of a two-room divergence for a 50-50 chance at getting an item. I mean, that's a lot of odds. I feel like it's a very defensive, like, I'm the favorite kind of play. Yeah, it's 4 rooms of a divergence to do a difficult trick for an item that only half the time is there, for a key that only, like, I don't know, a third of the time is in Profane Path. Like, that's a lot of things stacking up against it overall. But Cestrion's got the time to burn. I mean, you gotta feel good after getting those supers as early as Cestrion did.
Oh, we're back.
Echo was in the Dynamoworks tunnel. Oh, Cestrion found the suit. Where the heck was the suit? What? How did Lokir miss the suit?
That I actually missed.
I mean, Cestrion, like, shouldn't have stayed in Sank after Echo. So I'm, like, kind of baffled as to what checks in Sank Cestrion would ever have done.
Oh, did Cestrion do Sank entrance, maybe? Was it the suit in Sank entrance?
Sank entrance also feels kind of wild as well. I don't know. Interesting. Oh, we'll ask him where he got the suit and why he got the suit. I mean, maybe you're worried about the reliquary run too. I mean, you do definitely take a portal room thing. Oh, Culling Sheep? No. Because Culling Jumper was Dark Visor.
Oh! I know where the suit was, and I know why Lokir doesn't have it.
What is it?
It is in Transit Station. Lokir doesn't have Spider.
But again, why was Cestrion in Transit Station? I don't get
Because
it.
we came from Torvis into Sank, and we wanted to go to Dark Visor, which was in Hazelcliff. So we went through main research into...
Oh, we came from Torvis. Okay, sorry, I was assuming we were going to come from Aegon. Yeah, that makes sense. Right. What do we got left? Chica. And one more somewhere. Oh, the Foul Shrine, of course. So the hunt for the SDKs begins. Oh, bets on the Torvis key. These are good bets, Drake. I think you're onto something. Oh no, Loki realizing the no supers, or the no seekers. Good lord, the no spider for no supers. That is what I was attempting to say there.
Wait, can you actually visual peek the item? Or does Lokir?
Think
Oh, Lokir got the
so.
hint.
Yeah, Lokir might at this point know that they have to be there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess they could be in like the first check of lower Torvis. Oh, that's kind of a crazy notion.
Let's see. Behind
Oh no,
the
supers
punish.
can't be there, of course not.
Never punish.
Alright. Where are some Torvis keys? Was the Echo and Annihilator required? Low, low, medium, low. No! Well, we'll take unlimited beam ammo though. Oh, did anyone see War Ritual Grounds as Cestrion was checking hints? Was that a red key?
I don't think it is.
Blind Reliquary, love it. Yeah, War Ritual Grounds is a really good guess, given that Dark Visor was locking one of them. Oh, he could do better than that, Drake. We know one's in a Cursed Lake. Hey, jeez. All right, logical light suits. Kind of gross. Now that is truly go mode. We know exactly the checks we need to do now, which is going to be Cursed Lake, into Cheka, into Defiled Shrine, into final bosses. Here's that spider for Lokir. I just gotta hope that Lokir does make the trek back to Torvis Plaza. Pick up those supers. Yeah, unfortunately, like a Cursed Lake to Chika is not really a great way to do that. Honestly, even Chika to the end. I mean, I guess you can just save warp out of the Chika save station. It's true, and that is part of the fun of the no out of bounds. Is like that last STK actually can be a troll, whereas normally it's just a suggestion, an echo of what the bad things that could have been that we rudely ignore. Honestly, pretty true. Given where everything was, not much was solved with seed by out of bounds. I mean, if we can't get wide beam in this game, we can at least get wide beams.
Nice door loading times.
Yep, we got 2 console players here, suffering under the weight of loading times compared to the Nintendo players. That one in particular, I can't stand if you're suitless. You lose so much health standing there in front of the door. Probably. My brain often says the opposite of whatever I am intending to say. We're just gonna loop around to the front of Torvus here for Cestrion. Ship save, probably not necessary. We already had unlimited everything, suits and health, and 4. I mean we only had half of our power bomb capacity, but we had 4, which is like more than you need for tempering.
Oh no, Lokir.
Oh,
oh, baby, no, baby, no. Oh, I hate this boss so much.
This boss can go so wrong. God, this boss is terrifying. Suitless. Can you please drop a PB for Lokir? We still have to get it back into its vulnerable phase. We just don't have much health left, and all of the barriers are gone, so it's not going to get forced into a pool anymore. Might not be great.
Bombs actually help?
Yeah, you can hit it with bombs and that'll force it into a pool, but it's somewhat hard to do that without getting hit. Or losing a bunch of time to taking Dark World damage. Still
running though.
Luckily our health maximum is so high that we're likely to get good drops from these inglets. Likely being the key word.
Nope. That's...
dang.
Oh, no.
Question is, where did we save? It was before Boost. Boost and Spider missing now, it looks like. Oh, the inglets are not? Okay, interesting. I believe this save was before getting the boost and therefore before entering Torvus. So we need to go get boost and then Spider.
It's kind of amazing to see how much this routing has, like, how much difference was in the routing given on one boost ball. Like with Lokir getting boost that late, there was just no Torvus play, meaning no supers, no Spider, no hints. This was just a gigantic, like, domino effect.
Lokir does see the writing on the wall. Types game over, return of Bokir into race time chat. Cestrion, with all the keys, with the cannonball, should be able to make quick work of this Chica fight. Only thing we're missing that could make it any better is double damage. But even so, at least we could skip the adult phase. Alright, change attack from Lokir. We're not heading back into Torvis. This will mean we don't have Spider, which is unfortunately kind of required for everything else to turn up.
I think we are heading back into Torvis, but given where boosters, it's just faster to go running on tunnel.
Oh, okay. I can see that. Good point.
Though we do not have super, so we have to go through Grove. Bridge.
Oh, Lokir didn't have that.
Lokir only now got the
Oh, my mistake. I thought Lokir had scanned that for sure. Lokir still made the full forwards last play without the info. That's kind of cool, actually.
Into Seekers and into the STK, which actually, if we didn't have the hint, that was quite good.
That's true. Yeah, the progression was pointing somewhat towards Incash too. And blink and you'll miss it. Here is the adult Chica fight. Done.
Wow, okay. That was actually a pretty good behaving Chica for the hitbox. Now reload the room so the elevator activates, and we go to final bosses.
Yep, don't forget the filed shrine on the way. I've done that before, which luckily is not a huge time loss, but it's still a bit embarrassing.
Well. I feel like the filed shrine is the equivalent of, oh, there's an artifact under the ship. Let's just ignore it for now. I can pick it up once I'm in go mode. Oh god damn it, landing site.
Answer question in chat. Chica is vulnerable to the cannonball states, and we have a copy of Cannonball shuffled into the item pool, which will put you into that state until you enter a cannon. Or more precisely, until you bonk into something at the end of riding a cannon. But among other things, that'll make you invincible while you're in Morph Ball, deals loads of damage to anything vulnerable to it, and gives you the ability to boost if you didn't have it already. There are some means to get yourself the Cannonball state without the item that Randomizer places, but in general, we probably won't be seeing them too much this tournament because they all require out of bounds, which is not permitted unless explicitly agreed to by the runners.
I'm not too sure. Did Cestrion ever end up finding double damage?
I don't believe we've seen it, no. M?
A heart.
A heart. Okay, I can read. M.
I understand, it's been a long seat.
Yeah, with this, just final bosses remaining for Cestrion. We have pretty much all the toys to make them relatively trivial. Oh, we don't have Sunburst. We only saw Sunburst. Unfortunate. Alright, look, you're back.
Having PDs.
Yep. Yeah, Lokir has been having a bit of trouble with powerbomb, like just kind of maintaining awareness of powerbomb count and always trying to farm a drop when you're out. I've seen a few times where Lokir's been in situations where he really needs to have farmed a powerbomb like a minute or two ago. So it can be tough to remember, and it's not even visible on your HUD unless you're morphed. So it's like if you're not actively paying attention while you're morphed, you can go stretches of time without actually having the information that you're out.
So we picked up Sonic Boom. I think we have seen Dark Burst somewhere, and we didn't. We definitely saw Sunburst.
Yeah, Sunburst was in Portal Chamber. Sonic Boom, I think, was Great Bridge, and I don't remember Dark Burst, honestly.
But I do think we've
Cestrion does remember to grab the 9th SDK, and is now permitted to ascend to Sky Temple.
Now the question is, dear Twitch chat, will Cestrion get centered?
Cestrion never. I believe.
Jokes on you, suddenly double damage wants to have a word with him.
It is another classic mistake of getting centered by not realizing you have double damage and over damaging the Dark Samus 3 phase.
Oh, Cestrion actually taking the time to read the champions out. Giving credit. Planning to take the next spot again.
Yeah, nice little honorary position for our tournament winners. One more up for grabs here in 2024. And this is a tournament where like there are like probably almost a dozen people I could see taking it. Like there's a lot of parity at the top of the Echoes tournament. I think the lack of out of bounds that kind of I think evens the playing field a bit. I think we'll see a few more upsets this year than in years past. Yeah, I'm really excited to see how this tournament plays out. I'm interested in the variety of presets as well. Haven't done this yet on the Echoes side. So yeah, overall, I think this has just been one match of a pretty good tournament to come for everybody.
About 100 follow. Okay, so Cestrion does not have double damage, by the way.
I'm not gonna take it. I'm washed up. I'm a free win.
You literally won a tournament like 4 months ago.
As TGC carry me.
No,
it would be funny if we were TGC in a matchup, though. TGC betrayals.
I so please, I beg for like either TGC or and Reggie to meet or you and TGC to meet. I want that OBG so badly.
Sick one screw attack there from Cestrion. Excellent final bosses altogether. So far, anyways. I guess excellent Emperor Ian. But lest I jinx things.
No, you said it.
Alright, Cestrion, don't make a liar of me. I am so sad that OVGVGVO didn't happen in CGC.
I would have personally signed up for the helmet in that commentary. Okay, so we're gonna hit 23 Annihilator shots with 1 powering pellet to get the maximum damage out of DS3 here, where we can still damage with screw attack. And we are going to aim to do enough damage with the screw attack to have her skip her first entry into DS4. Where we can miss our stun lock her while still being in PS3 and trying to finish her off with either Dark Beam or Screw Attack.
Ooh, we do whiff the first screw attack. Let's see. Well, As long as we don't hit her with a missile. Alright, she's just gonna wait and give us more beams, that's fine. Better that than to accidentally clip her with a missile and put her into centering range.
For a second, I thought it is. Wait, is it actually 25 plus 1? And Cestrion is going for the Dark Beast right here. Oh god! Oh no! Oh no! This boss.
Yeah, going for the Dark Beam Stunlock.
And...
Oh, no, not now! No!
Why? That's
What an
time.
GG's.
GG's. That is time for Cestrion, finishing with a race time of 1:33.23 because Baha jinxed it.
Oh my gosh. That's too funny.
Unfortunately, Lokir will not be finishing this heat, but I can very much understand that. Let's see if we can get the runners in for an interview.
Invites should have been sent out. Oh man. Poor Cestrion. I'm sorry to have cursed you. Overall, really good performance from Cestrion.
Yeah.
And I liked Lokir's approach. I mean, Lokir went to Sank, doing different checks than Cestrion was doing. Just unfortunately, a little bit of struggles on some of the execution. But there is plenty of time to practice. Hello, Lokir. We're joined by... Welcome, GG's.
GG's.
Hello, Cestrion.
Hello. Well, that was a comedic seed.
It was so...
Hey, why? Why did you do that?
I didn't, and you didn't get to the bad part.
I know I didn't.
You
half
didn't.
of the things were my fault. I mean, I spent like, so I did the bold play of going to Sanctuary because I was like, I need something crazy to win this game, and I don't know, maybe I could have had it with that Echo Visor if I had gotten it really fast, but I don't think so. I got a lot of information out of Sanctuary, but none of it helped. Yeah, I don't even know. I wasn't even halfway through the seed when you finished, so
Oh boy.
I don't know what was happening.
So, first of all, I feel like the one big domino block that like released a chain reaction was Cestrion immediately got boost before entering Aegon.
That makes sense.
Mhm.
That makes sense.
And
It's gonna be way faster. I got that, I don't know, 15 minutes before we ended. So
yeah, and it was like it gave him the speed advantage and also made Chorvis more valid of a play.
Yep.
And then Cestrion just went ahead and did Torv's Plaza without Spider and got rewarded with supers. And then got the Spider hint, got Spider out of the way as well. But the hilarious thing was like, Baha jinxed the seat twice. First, Baha was like, oh, are we in 50 minutes go mode here? Graph boost, graph boost, graph boost, Chica.
no, the Chica logic was crazy. You have to go to Venomous Pond to get your Dark Visor to pick up all your keys for Chica to go back to Chica.
Yep. You also had to get technically Light Suit.
Yeah,
one of those
it
hitting
was
reliquary.
reliquired.
Oh god, reliquired.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was gonna pick up the Light Suit along with the Dark Visor, so that would have been fine, but
Yeah. So
Man.
the funny
I don't know
fact-
how
the
you
fun
do this
fact-
in an hour 30. I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
Honestly, the only reason why I made it so fast was like, okay, I still need Graph Boost. I know where Echo is. I know where Dark Visor is. I know where the suit is. So I basically know everything where everything is except Graph Boost. So I was like, okay, so maybe it's gonna be hinted. And I was like, okay, the remaining 3 hints I have on Lower Torvus, I have access to that now, so let's do that. And then, so I got like Spider Dark Suit and went down. First item I see in Hydro Dynamo Station, Graph Boost. I was like, well,
Wow, that's a crazy location. Where were
that's
supers? That was my big question.
Plaza.
It
Torvus
was
Plaza. It
Where's
was
Plaza?
spider locked. Yeah, it was
Oh
the
yeah.
one,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
the opposite dimension of Dark Torvus Arena.
Yep. Yeah, that wouldn't have been too bad. Yeah, so there were a few Lokir moments there. Me sunk cost fallacying the Echo Visor was really bad, especially because the Echo Visor had nothing to do with anything. Boost Guardian, that was embarrassing.
That
Boost
goes off the
Guardian.
rails. Like, yeah, I don't know. If you miss the power bomb, like I don't know, doing that fight suitless, like I just expect it's like, okay, I guess I'll just die.
Yeah.
If you enter the fight with 0 PBs, do not shoot anything at Boost Guardian first. Wait until it does like this charge attack, because after that she will always be like in a pool, and while she is in a pool, she you can like damage her, but has to go back up, like come out first and then go back into the boost phase. So you can like if you're really lucky, you can like get a lot of damage in that fight, in that phase, and you might
Unfortunately,
survive.
I had a power bomb, but it just got Boost Guardian to like 15% health instead of killing it, and I was like, okay, well,
Satch.
yeah,
Okay.
It's like, it was not for me.
But
Yeah, I think I had some decent ideas. The Sank play obviously didn't work out. The obvious logical play was there has to be something in like Dark Missile Trooper area, and so like that was just all that was left for me. I don't know why I didn't like follow that, because that would have led me to Boost, which would have led me to Torvus, which would have led me to everything. But then I decided to be a little risky with it, and that killed it.
So the fun fact is, I also went into Sang first. I was in my mind like, oh, Baha is gonna hate this. Baha is gonna hate this so much.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I was like, they're probably looking at me like.
And I was like,
like
okay, I go to Sang just to Sang Spider's treasure, right, and get the hint, because I wasn't buying going into Sang at all. I just was like, okay, I have those checks, they are not, and I saw the info for Dark Visor. I was like, okay, that's really good. That's good info. I know that Spider cannot be anywhere in Sang, so also Supers couldn't be, I think. But yeah, then go into Torvus.
Why couldn't Supers be anywhere in Sank?
Well, you couldn't know that beforehand because it didn't. Like, it could have been in Torvus. I guess it could have been in some weird chain in Sank, but like, yeah, I was like more like I was more thinking about
because you can't
Spider.
go to the front. Okay, yep, I got it. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, you can't go into the front, and
you need Supers to get in through Torvus. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, also because Spider was locking Dark Visor, so there's like no logical path into Sank without having Spider first.
Yes. Okay.
So yeah, I was like, okay, Spider has to be either in Torvus or something stupid in like Aegon or Tenth Grounds. So I was like, okay,
logic that I'm missing in my head. I need to get that back.
Yeah, and then so honestly, even though the SCKs were like so super bad, like in theory, after that was like the graph boost, it was like, oh, okay, just gonna collect now. And I was, to be fair, I was really lucky that Echo Visor was in the tunnel, because I was so worried that like at one Torvus key is gonna be in Profane Path. I would have been like so mad if that one was there. But hey, I can't complain. It was at least under the B memo.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So the hilarious, or like the bad and funny thing at the same time, was we had some issues with you on the restream.
Yeah, I had
So-
red bars and connection
Yeah.
was bad again.
And we were a lot behind it because of that, and we had like, you could say, a small slideshow. So we would go like frame by frame, and suddenly you would like your entire race would start again as a slideshow.
Wait, what?
At some point we're like, oh, hey, look, we're back in sync. Oh, we're back in low Thomas. Wait, was that graph? Oh my.
Okay. Well, at least it was probably funny.
But do not worry, Cestrion. The centering was not your fault. It was Maha's.
On it, like,
you got centered. That's crazy.
so I was like, okay, I didn't got the screw attack 2 times, so I like just tried to like dark beam it and like spam missiles, and it was all good. But then she decided to not put up the shield for the remaining of like 5% of her health.
Yeah, like
And
one dark
she's-
beam shot short.
I was one dark beam shot short, and then she said to me, I was like, I just wrote it like into the ground. Why?
But like the hilarious thing was you had like the most flawless Emperor-ing.
Yeah.
And Baha just like really, really good final bosses by Cestrion. Oh no, oh well, Emperor-ing. No, you said it, you said it. This is going well and centered.
At least I had good RNG, so it was like just one phase on Superin and phase on pellets.
But that was still hilarious.
Yeah, I hope a lot of people enjoyed the seed. It was fun.
So, something I want to ask, I actually made myself some notes for questions. Lokir, when you got Amber, did you actually go back to Mining Plaza and get the Seekers in? Or did you just route into them by luck?
Routed into it by luck. I was just like, I have Annihilator, I have all beams, I need to do Dark Labs. Like, I'm usually the thing you don't want to do. It was in Dark Labs, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
it was
Dark
an
Labs,
Intash
it was-
one.
Yeah, usually the
Good
thing
one.
you don't want to do is like, you don't want to do Dark Labs when you don't have Annihilator. Like, there's something in. It's just like you don't want to orphan that check. But I was like, I can just clear this area. I don't care. I'll just do all of it. And so
Because
I
that
was
was
very
actually,
happy to see that.
yeah, that was actually quite an interesting decision because basically both of you decided, oh, I want to do labs, but both of you took a very different route through labs.
I liked my route through labs. I thought that was fun. I think after labs everything fell apart.
Yeah,
was
I mean,
so-
honestly, you did a nice job keeping up with Cestrion during the early game. It really wasn't like missing the boost ball like that's just like a slow bleed.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And then
No, I
was
felt
kinda curious-
I felt
oh, go ahead.
good. Like when I used to play this game a lot, like my usual like metric was like, okay, am I getting out of Aegon like with everything I need like under an hour, or like am I getting to hints or something under an hour? That's not as relevant anymore. But like when I saw I was like leaving Aegon at like 40 minutes, I was like, okay, I'm feeling pretty good about how I'm doing, and then obviously things didn't really go well from there. But
So is the choice of Sank kind of like a purposeful like counter meta kind of play? Like you assume Cestrion's going Torvis and you want to go somewhere different, or
yeah, I was just trying to do something bold, trying to
Mhm.
get some leg
Mhm.
up, and that was the wrong choice. I should have just followed the logic.
I don't even know if I agree with that. Like, like you were just kind of behind Cestrion. Like if you follow Cestrion like is
That's
gonna
true.
out execute probably just because he's been playing a lot more recently.
That's true.
So
Mhm.
it didn't work this seed, but I do actually like the strategy.
I'd also like to add, if any of you would have really followed the logic, you would have not finished yet.
Probably not.
Logic was quite special for this scene. It was like, okay, we need graph boost, okay, we need graph boost, okay, we need graph boost, that's a freaky, that's a freaky. Hey, this doesn't seem bad, Checker.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I think the two big killers for me were Boost Ball being in the spot that it was, and me like just spending 10 minutes on trying to get Echo Visor and not getting it. It was just that room sometimes it's my day and I get it in the first 5 tries, and sometimes it's not my day and I can't get it at all, and I don't know. I don't know about that
I
room.
know that feeling.
Those tricks are the worst, where it's like you get it often enough, and it's an important enough thing that you feel obligated to go for it. Like if it was too hard, you would just skip it. But it's just hard enough.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I can do this.
And it's
On
so
that-
easy to set up again. So it's like I could
Oh.
just toss in 20 tries real quick. Come on. Like,
Yeah. On that note, we do not talk about the GFMC compot.
Oh yeah. Neither of you checked the ship the whole game, did you?
I haven't
didn't,
checked the
no.
shit, but what I meant was like it took me like
Oh.
super long to get like back on the thing, on the upper platform. I was like, what is going on? I just got it
I
first
forgot
try,
the
and then
vanilla strats in those rooms, and that was really fun.
I had to swap sides again, and then it finally worked. I was like, why did it just not work?
Yeah, I forgot to praise you both for Baja running. Never going to check the ship.
There was never really a point in time where like the ship felt like good to route into.
No,
because I already
there
had
wasn't.
emeralds with the hint there too.
I was going to route it in if I didn't find boost ball in like DMT area, because
Yeah,
then
the-
I would have gone over there and gone to wind chamber and stuff like that.
Spider Ball would have been earlier with main PBs. Wait, main PBs was early, but like yeah, Spider Ball if they would have been way earlier, then maybe like a Sank entrance play would have been a thing. But
Oh yeah, thinking about that, Baha, none of us ever won the bet today.
That's true. I put a lot of money down on Suit being in Sank entrance after that early hint. I was
Me and
wrong.
oh,
And with like Secrets
Yeah.
and Boost Ball, immediately me and Bra both shake hands on like Underground Tunnel, and Underground Tunnel was like double that. The hint was useless and the item.
yeah.
Echo is making fools of all of us.
Yep.
That it
You
did.
never know. You never know.
I'm a bit like sad that I wasn't able to give you guys the first seed agent. I was like sitting there, okay, it's us four for this like combo with me and Baha on comms and then you two racing. I was like, I need a funny seed hash. Oh, I found one. It's perfect for Baha. What is it? Training GFMC dead. And then I mess up the time zones and I can't reuse them. Stupid
darn.
seed.
Very
Oh.
good, yeah. Yeah, but good opening of a seed for the tournament.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Do we
And there are
actually
many
know where
of
double
those-
damage was?
I missed it. Where was it?
No, that's what I'm asking.
Oh no, yeah, I haven't looked at this
I didn't
credits.
find it.
No.
Gonna have to put up the board if you want to know. But yeah,
But yeah, this was the first match of 60 for the bracket. And with more going on in the best of 3 top 8 brackets. If I look at the schedule, the next match is tomorrow with starting 1 hour after the beginning of this, so it should be 7 p.m.
no, it should
It'll
be
be 8
no.
Eastern.
8 p.m.
One after
should
this.
be-
Yeah, 8 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
And then 3 matches on Wednesday, one of them in the afternoon, 2 in the evening, and the rest of the week is already packed. This is going to be fun.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Really good tournament. I'm super
How
excited.
can it be that both tournaments in the last 2 tournaments I was a TO, I got to gen the first seed and I gen the banger on both of them.
Certainly
I
broke
mean-
my brain. So
Yeah. If you haven't played the seed I was posting yet, yeah, that's gonna await you when I gen your seeds.
uh-oh.
Oh, Grand Wind Chamber was double damage. Okay, thank you, Drake.
Yeah, be
that
sure
would
to
be
give
it.
both of the runners a follow. Give my co-com.
All our comms as well. They're
Yeah,
cool
thank
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. This was a very fun one to commentate. Also, thank you for Baha for sticking in here with me. And thank you, Drake, for making the spreadsheet and like holding all those notes. That was really good.
Yeah, definitely.
Other than that, any final words?
No, not really.
No.
Good seed. GG.
See you next mission.
See you next mission.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.